record. Done. So thank you guys for jumping on. I am just so grateful that Trudy would join us 2 times in a row since our recording didn't happen last time. And this recording is posted on our YouTube channel under One Team University. And here's the thing. Trudy Maples is known in Isagenix for the incredible work she's done in creating executives. She has created a massive team of executives. All you have to do is look behind her at that wall of red that you see. Those might be special little things for a large team of executives that she has. So we're so grateful that she would jump on this call. And Trudy, I would love for you to talk about the rapid reset a little bit. For those who don't know about it, just briefly kind of go over that. Because here's the thing. We want you guys to be able to use this call, this Zoom recording for your teams over the next few months as we're all running for this rapid reset and trying to get to executive. And for someone like me and Trudy, we're going for executive again. And we do that all the time because that's how you continue to grow in this beautiful company. There's no ceilings. There's no depth, like limits. Like you can grow and make as much money as you choose to make. And so we're running for executive too. And so we want you to use this training to get there and to help your teams get there. So Trudy, I know you're going to do a great job of this. If you could talk about the rapid reset, but also talk a little bit to the new people. Like if you're brand new and you haven't even become a consultant yet, what does this look like to you in running to executive? All right. So Trudy, I'm going to just pass the reins over to you because I don't want to miss any of this time with your training.
Okay, awesome. So I've been a part of Isagenix for 4 years this January, and my husband and I love it. And we were announced the Isagenix Millionaire number 218, 24 months into our journey. Can you even believe that, Trisha?
No.
And we were so grateful to have such an incredible, awesome team, like the best team in the company, I just have to say, because I'm so biased. But they're amazing and we wouldn't be anything without them. And we don't take any credit for their success. They've all done the work and they are massively awesome. So we're just so grateful to be a part of that. And, you know, in Isagenix, it is definitely a team effort. And we are so honored and blessed to be in the top 25 of this company. It blows my mind every day. I can't even believe it. And I pinch myself every day. So I just want you guys to know that when I started, I cycled once, and then I cycled twice, and then I cycled 3 times. And we didn't have the 5 cycle bonus back then. But I just want you to know that you can do this too. And I want you to know how simple it is, yet it is hard work. So I'm going to be straight up honest with you about that. But it is simple. So let me show you how to get to executive. It's with this little piece of paper right here. If you guys look at that, Crystal Executive Plan. And this right here is my new Crystal Roadmap to Executive. And I want to give you the dates. So you're going to want to print this out. It's on isagenixbusiness.com. And it is totally awesome. And it is your roadmap to success. So you are going to print this out and you're going to want to put these dates on it. Okay. So you have 35 days to hit this first mark. So it's Crystal Manager. And if you share with 2 people and they share with 2 people by February 3rd, 2019, you are going to get a $500 bonus because they are going to double your manager bonus. Okay. And then if you share with 6 personally enrolled and they each share with 2 people by March 10th of 2019 in this Crystal Rapid Reset, you are going to get a $1,500 bonus. And then for your Crystal Executive, that is 10 people, 5 on your left, 5 on your right, that each share with 2 people, you're going to get a $1,000 bonus that is doubled to $2,000. So it's really important for you guys to take this and write these dates down the center. Okay, February 3rd, March 10th, and April 14th. So I've already taken and written down the names of the people that I am working with to rank advance already to crush this Crystal Rapid Reset. And I love how Trisha said, like, we do it with our teams, because we do. We run alongside of our teams and we do the exact same thing and we crush it with them because we're not going to just be like, oh, yeah, you guys have fun with that. We've already done that a few times. We say, no, we're doing it with you. And so we launch into that, and it is so much fun to go to the Crystal Rally and not have to buy a ticket, but to actually go and earn it. Okay. And that's huge. And this is also encouraging to your team because it's showing them that you're also working with them. Okay. So when you start this, I want you guys to realize all of the rules are where Trish just typed in. You can also find them at isafyi.com/promotions. All the details are there. And if you're an executive, there's a few different rules than if you're not. So if you're an executive going for it again, go and read the rules because it's really important. But if you enrolled anyone before this rapid reset started and they were not yet a consultant, those will count if they become a consultant on this side of the date it started. Does that make sense? Okay. So awesome. So when you are getting someone started, and the way to hit this reset is you sharing what you love. So you eat it, love it, share it, right? And you just start sharing with people about what you're passionate about. And that is these products and this compensation plan, hands down. So I'm going to go into my slide presentation. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you this because this is going to help you get to your goals. Okay, so we're going to share my screen, and I'm going to go find my thing right here. Can you see that, Trish? Okay. All right, the first one, let me go back up to my slideshow here on the top. Okay. All right, so a couple of things that you're looking for when you're wanting to get someone started to rank advance, because this is what the whole Crystal Rapid Reset is about anyways, is rank advancing people. So when you have people, all you just want to share with them at the beginning is, hey, let me show you how to get your products paid for. Would you be open to hearing about how to get these products paid for? Everyone's going to say yes, because no one likes to walk into a grocery store and be offered free groceries and say no, right? No one's going to say no to that. So just ask them if they're open to a conversation, and let them know that once they get these products in their body, that people are going to be asking them where the glow comes from on their skin, where their eyes being bright and wide and lit up comes from, and your energy level and your sleep and the side benefit of awesome weight loss. So it's really important to just share that with them, and then just say, who do you know? And let them know that you will help them do 3-way calls. You will help them do health and wellness events, and you will help them crush their goals and walk alongside of them, because you're not alone in this business at all. Like Trisha and I are totally not financially linked at all. And we're friends, and I love her and she loves me. And so we're there for each other. We have each other's back, and we totally have fun, blessing each other with helping each other out. So that is what you have to realize. Like, we're all in this together. You always can find help. Ask your person who enrolled you, ask your upline. It's awesome. Okay. They will help you with those 3-way calls and things like that. So once you have those people start sharing with 2 people, you're going to realize that some of these people are going to rise up into more leadership. They're going to want more, and you've got to show them this. Show everyone the roadmap to a Crystal Executive. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So let me show you what you're looking for. What kind of people you're looking for. People that have potential. And I believe everybody has potential. People that have belief, that take action, and have results. Like, this is what you're looking for. This is what you want. This is what it takes to really go for this and really push for it. And it's so important that you are this, because if you're not, they're not going to follow you. You want to make sure that you're someone that they can follow. So I love this quote by John Wooden. The most powerful leadership tool you have is your own personal example. Your team is going to do 100% of what you don't do. I'm sorry, what is that? 100% of what you do, 100% of what you don't do and 50% of what you do. Did I get that right, Trisha?
Yep, that's it.
Good.
I was going to tell you, Trudy, if you push play on your slideshow, then right now it's cutting it off because of there you go. You're welcome.
Thanks, babe. Appreciate it. So it's really important to model and do what your team is, what you want your team to do. Because if you're not doing it, they're not going to do it. So that is really powerful. And you got to cast the vision. You've got to find out what their why is. When you find out what somebody's why is, it is the most powerful thing ever. So what do they want in their life? And dig deep. On Isagenix Business, I did a whole dream session that I talked about on stage at Celebration. And you can go in there and search my name and do that dream session for yourself. And it is really powerful. And this is what I do with people. I have dream sessions with them. I do the new member checklist. There's a video of Kathy Coover and I doing it on isagenixbusiness.com. Follow the format. Like, this is already done for you. You just have to use the tools that Isagenix already has. So find out what their why. Why are they doing this? Are they doing it to get healthy? Do they want to grow the business? Really what gets them out of bed in the morning? Because when their why is big enough, they're going to find their how. And let's be really honest with that. Like, Trisha had a huge why. I have a huge why. And what's really cool about this is your why is going to change. Like, my why 4 years ago is different today than it was back then. Like, my why when I first started was I needed to replace my income from my other company and I needed to do it fast. And I hit executive fast because I was hungry. You need to find people that are hungry, and they see this opportunity and they put their blinders on and they go to work and they take action and they just start sharing and talking to everyone they know. It's that easy. It's hard, but it's easy. It's simple, but it's hard work. You can't just post and pray, right? So this is the new member checklist that I was telling you about. It shows you the questions to ask. It has a place for you to write down their top 10 people that they can do 3-way calls with you. It has all of the information that you're going to want to know and that you can hold them accountable with. And I think this is really, really key, because if you don't do this with everyone, you're not going to have a way to find out what they really want. If they come to you and say, I really want to build this business, this is the perfect way to start. Well, awesome. Let's do them a new member checklist. Okay, so when you cast the vision and you break down their goals, you're going to share the roadmap to Crystal Executive with them. You guys see how methodical this is? And it's all on isagenixbusiness.com. There's nothing new under the sun. Trisha and I don't have fairy sprinkle dust on us. We just work hard, okay? And so you're going to go and you're going to have them put in the dates. So right there, you guys can see this roadmap. You have your left team and your right team. And I've trained our team to go left, right, left, right, left, right, okay? Because I don't want them to chase cycles. Excuse me, I don't want them to chase cycles. I want them to rank advance quickly into the director pools and into the executive pools. So I'm having them put their left person, and if they are married, I'm having them put their husband or wife on the side opposite of any business volume that they have, because then that will make them cycle. So they will do 100 BV in their back office, and then for their spouse, they're going to order everything else that they need, because that will help them cycle. And I think this is a really key thing to know and remember, because it will help them in the long run. Like, my husband and I get paid on 2 business centers every Monday, actually 3 business centers, because we have mine, his, and our platinum center. And that is strategic and on purpose, okay? If you just chase cycles and you enroll down one side, you are going to mess yourself out of a ton of money, okay? And you don't want to do that, okay? So this is really key. Have this up. Like, I have mine up ready to go. And once you do this, you guys, print another one and do it again and do it again. Whether there's a reset or not, do it again and do it again. Because when you hit it for the first time, you kind of like sit back and you're like, right? Well, guess what? You need to sit back up, pull up your bootstraps, and go again and again. Because then when you get the email that someone's going to fall out a consultant, you don't freak out. You don't fall out of the leadership pools. You don't miss any money, because you are being really strategic and you did it again and again. And then you solidify your center. And out of those people that you've enrolled, you're going to have leaders rise up that want more. And the more you can help them rank advance to 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, etc., the better off your center is going to be, and you're going to be solid and locked and loaded. Okay, so that is huge, and I can't say that enough. So in your back office, you guys really need to focus on your contests and promotions, there are $10,000 in bonuses waiting for them. And the same for the reset. So if you missed any of these bonuses when you first got started, it's okay. That's why they're doing a reset. You know, your title right now is just executive, but when you hit the reset, or when you first come into this and you hit it, and the days, you know, it's 60, 90, and 180 for the regular. When someone comes in on a reset, it's a little bit different. And then we have the dates we just gave you for 2019. But when you go in your back office and you show them what's there, it's your job. It's your job. Can you imagine if you would have got started in this and no one showed you any of this, or you didn't take the initiative to go and look for yourself? I'll never forget when I got started, I looked in my back office, I looked at all this stuff. And there was like top achievers and President's Quest and the ISA Derby. And I hit #1 in all of those, you guys, because I went in the back office and I printed off the sheet. I put it on my vision board and I went to work. And because I had the vision board up and I looked at it every single day, I wasn't going to miss that. And I ran fast and hard. I remember Cindy Hedges told me that Kathy Coover said to her, Trudy is #1 in President's Quest by a landslide. And that is hard. And I felt it too, guys. I felt it. I worked so hard. I swear I fell asleep with my phone in my ear and I woke up to my phone and my husband said, I wish I was your phone because you touch it all the time. So let's be real. Like there, you know, you can build this business crazy focused. People say build it for 2 to 5 years and live a lifetime of freedom. You know, we're in 4 years now and 7-figure earners in this company. And it's because those first 24 months, we worked hard, and I still work hard, but not like I did in those first 24 months. We hit millionaire in 24 months. Like that is insane. And I felt insane, but it was good. You know, it was just coming fast and hard. And it was good. And I'm so grateful for that. And not everybody's going to have success like that. You know, I was a network marketer. I was with another company. I created massive curiosity on my Facebook wall, but I also had a non-compete and I had to be careful, but people were reaching out to me like crazy because of the job that I did on my social media. Plus I was product of the product, shrinking in front of them. And they were just like, what the heck is going on? And so that is why we have the stellar leaders that we have today, because, you know, we were just putting it out there and having these conversations. So don't compare yourself to anyone. Compare yourself to your own self and your own goals and make it happen for you, because you can do it too. Okay, so creating a vision board, this is such a big deal. It's 300 times more likely to happen when you see it every single day. So these are some things that we've done recently with our team. We've had them do digital vision boards and they have it as a back screen on their phone. So they're looking at it all the time and they are able to realize that they have these goals. And then you can help them go back and revisit these goals and help them understand like, okay, well, you wanted this, so this is what you have to do to make it happen. You know, where are you at with this? How many conversations have you had? How many health and wellness events are you hosting? You know, you haven't called me to do a 3-way call with you. So what are you saying? Are you having conversations? That is so key. And when they make these, they have more of a buy-in and it's really cool. So you can do these as, you know, you can do a craft one and do it together and cut things out or print things off and put it up, or you can do a digital one or both. Okay, so let's talk about power posting, because this is how you're going to help your new people find their 10 people. You know, they're going to start with their friends and family, but then they're also going to, you know, go in here and they're going to create massive FOMO, fear of missing out, of what's going on, and they're like going to talk to you. Okay, so you can notice here that this was one of my power posts. And so you do a before and after. You always want to put your before on the left, please, and put your now on the right, because honestly, it drives me nuts when I see people do it opposite, because we read right to left and it's a big deal. Okay. So you can just say all the things that, you know, I always have my new people. Okay. What are the 3 adjectives that described you before Isagenix? And what are the 3 adjectives that describe you now? And help them write a power post, you guys, because it's your job to help them hold their hand a little bit and help them get started like that. Okay, so after they start having people, you know, want to be a part of this, and I call it fishing. Like, you know, you throw your line out there and you know, have people interested. For example, on my Facebook wall this last week, I did the heart post where I said, listen, friends, let's be honest. If you couldn't fail, how much weight would you want to lose? And then each color of heart represented a certain amount of pounds. I enrolled 5 people from that post. I was like blown away at how many people had been following me, and how many people that I had talked to that were still watching. And one person that I had enrolled when I first started who fell off and wanted to come back, and I re-enrolled her, and she was like so excited. So you just never know, and be encouraged because people are watching you. So when you think to yourself, oh my gosh, social media is so much work, you know what it is, but it's the front door to your store. It is your store. So your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, whatever you use in social media, use it well, learn it well, because people are watching you, and they will come out of the woodwork when you don't even think they're watching. So just know that and be encouraged by that. So when they're interested, you're going to add them to your product page, give them the overview of Isagenix, click on the welcome video. This is what ours looks like. Tag them in it, and then follow up with them. The fortune is in the follow-up completely. You want to make sure that this is duplicatable. And when I say that, that's like super important, because you want to make sure that this duplicates not just with what you're doing, but all the way through your organization. It's huge. So if you don't look duplicatable, they will doubt that they can do it too. So show them the system, show them the rhythm. On Isagenix Business, there's the new Anna Richards system. You know, we've had these systems. She just happened to put it in a format that was kind of all in one place. And so it's so important to go and look at the scripts. Go and find that on Isagenix Business and make it your own so that you can duplicate it through your own organization. We talked about 3-way calls. I cannot tell you how powerful 3-way calls are. Cindy Peterson on our team came out of another network marketing company, and I did 3-way calls with her. Like, I swear, we set them up every 15 minutes and had a 5-minute break in between each one. And we just were like a machine. And she was enrolling people like crazy, and she hit executive in 90 days. So it is doable. Make sure the person that enrolled you, use them. Go to them and say, will you do a 3-way call with me? It just validates what you're trying to share. And they may know a little bit more than you do. And it helps you learn what to say because you're listening to them over and over and over. And by the time we did that full day of 3-way calls, Cindy had it down pat. I mean, she knew exactly what to say because she had heard me say it. Then she trained the next person. Then they trained their person. They trained their person. And it duplicates. And now we have an organization of right now close to, I think it's 35 or 37,000 people. My husband does the numbers, but it's crazy. And when you guys realize the compensation plan and you show it to everyone, and they realize that they don't just get paid on what they do, they get paid on what the whole organization does when they're a consultant, which means they have their order 100 BV, one on the left, one on the right, all ordering 100 BV every 29 days. And the master the key 4 areas: prospecting, enrolling, vision casting, and rank advancing. The way to make money in Isagenix is to enroll and rank advance. A lot of times people get stuck in management mode, and you're not going to make any money there. You want to do the do. 80% of your time needs to be spent enrolling, and 20% of your time needs to be helping your team enroll or rank advancing. And don't get those mixed up. Don't sit back in management mode, because then you're not doing it with them, and they're not going to see it modeled. Okay. Health and wellness events are critical. At NYKO, I'm going to be speaking for the ISA Business Talks about how to do a health and wellness event, how to market it. And it's these, I'm telling you guys, we have them booked for the whole year. Like, we have over here in our office all of the months, and we already have our whole year booked, all our relevant incentives, all our health and wellness events, all the 4 core events, so that now, and you guys know how fast time goes by. Now it just runs like a machine, and we know what's coming up. And so we can prepare and be ready for it on this side of it and be proactive instead of always chasing our behind, right? It is not fun to feel that way. It's better to be prepared, planned, and ready to go. Because when you have a vision, a plan, and a purpose, you're going to crush 2019. Crush it. So you're going to build to the event. So our first health and wellness event is on January 24th. And we also do Zoom health and wellness events as well for our team out of state. So we Zoom the ones we do at our house, and I also do online ones as well. And that is how I helped Duska Mills get to executive so fast. She's in San Antonio. She's a rock star leader. You'll hear her name. She's one to watch. And I'm telling you guys, I said, okay, do these posts, do your power posts, Duska, then invite everyone to an event that you create on Facebook. Then we'll put the Zoom link in there. And between the time you share with them and the time we do the health and wellness event, you are going to post before and after pictures, inspirational quotes. You're going to keep in front of them that whole time in that event. And then we'll, boom, post the Zoom link, and we'll have all of them get on there, and we'll do a presentation for them. The only thing that we're not going to have is they're not going to be able to taste it. And that's okay, because we have a 30-day guarantee, right? So boom, there it was. And then what we did after the health and wellness event on Zoom, then we posted the text order form, and that's in Isagenix business too. You can use the Isa Life app as well. But we put the order form in there. They filled it out and texted it to her. She was enrolling people like this, like this, like this, like this. It's not hard, you guys. There's systems for it, okay? We shared our stories. We shared them with passion. There were some tears because we were authentic and real, and we shared all of that on those at the health and wellness events and on the online ones. Be consistent. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Be consistent. Build to the next one. Build to the next one. Build to the next one. And you know what? My first health and wellness event, I had 3 people show up. But you know what? I learned how to set up. I learned how to do the presentation. I learned how to tear down. And one of those people is an executive on our team, Tammy Mold. She was at my first health and wellness event. And she's a massive, awesome 6-figure earner on our team now. We still have events where there might be one guest in the room, and we still do the event like there's 50 people in the seats. Like sometimes our room is packed, and sometimes our room has 5 or 6 people and a few people on Zoom. Who cares? Do it like there's 150 people in the room, and help those people that are not yet a part be a part. And if you have people that just show up that are associates, do it as a training event. Use every moment to help propel your business forward and help others on your team. I love technology when it works, right, Trisha? I love technology. It's awesome. We want to work smarter, not harder. And I have to tell you, I have Marco Polo on here because Marco Polo is such an awesome tool. And I coach people on here like crazy. I have all my people on here, and I coach them. They can see my heart, hear my voice, see my eyes, and I can connect with them without having to be on the phone with them for a long time. I mean, give me an amen if that just sounds good to you, because we don't have time to be on the phone with everybody as long as we want to. But we can be on the phone those initial times and helping them and all of that. And then we can move it to Marco Polo to help coach them, train them. How you doing? How you feeling? How was your first cleanse day? Let me give you some tips for tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So make sure that you use technology. Zoom is beautiful, just like we're doing right now. You can Zoom and do open the box calls. You can use FaceTime. Anything that helps you work smarter, not harder, is such a huge benefit to you. Okay, so do that. Don't spend time on the phone or one-on-one, belly to belly every single time, because it takes a lot of time. Do that in the beginning, get started, build the relationship, and have that connection, and then take it to technology and use it there. Okay, so these are tips for success. You're going to plan and execute. This is how I did it. This is how I still do it. And it's really, really fun. So you can do this too for this Crystal Rapid Reset. So ask everyone on your team, and even if you've enrolled one person, you have a team. Say to your whole team, okay, you guys, who's ready to run and really crush this Crystal Rapid Reset? Raise your hand, raise your hand. We're gonna put all of you in a thread on Facebook that are running to executive. You guys, I gotta tell you how powerful this is. It is so powerful, because here's what happens. Everybody's in there. We're talking about stuff. We're doing incentives, like how many conversations have you had? Who ranked advanced to consultant this week? Who's getting closer? Who has 2 consultants? Who got to manager? Awesome. Great. Let's celebrate. Okay. Who's getting to director? And then the first one that hits executive, we totally just have this party in that thread for that person. And what do you think it does to everybody else in that thread? They're like, I want to do it too. I'm going to do it too. So you rank advance 1, and then you rank advance another. When we first came in Isagenix, and that first time, we have 15 executives, by the way, and we rank advance literally an executive every other month. I mean, that is crazy awesome. every other month, because we were doing the system, what I'm telling you right now. So then you celebrate that one, and then here comes the next one. You celebrate that one, and here comes the next one. Nobody wants to be left behind. So this is very, very powerful. Also, I use those big, huge Post-it notes, and I had everybody's name on a Post-it note. And I was like calling them, running with them. They were in the thread. I was messaging them outside the thread, working close with them. And it was powerful. So I had my personally enrolled people that wanted to run, and then they had their people in the thread. So I was working with all of them in the thread, but personally with my one-on-one. And then I was helping them all work together. So it was very, very duplicatable. And it's so much fun. And we continue to do this cycle over and over and over again. Are you loving this? Is this easy and a good breakdown for you? Okay, awesome. Okay, so yay, you've made Crystal Executive. We talked about it, like do it again, print this out again, do it again. This will build a really strong business center. And I want to tell you a couple cool things here about my numbers. And I had them written down in the notebook when I did this call last time, but I'm just going to try to do them from my head. So we have, like I said, about 37,000 people in our organization. And we have 15 executives, and I have personally enrolled about almost 385-ish of those people. And we have about 9 or 10 six-figure earners in our organization. And out of the 15 executives that we have, 8 of them are strong builders and six-figure earners. And the other ones are not paid as executive right now. And you know what? I share that with you because I want you to realize that just because someone has rank advanced a lot of executives does not mean all of those executives are still paid as executive and are still crushing their business. Okay, so this is really, really important. So all these gifts that you see back here. So Nathan and I, every NYKO, because we live here in Chandler, Arizona, we do this awesome thing. Whoever hits executive for the first time or is paid as executive gets to come to a very exclusive event at our home, and we cater it, where we hired the #1 caterer in Arizona for this year. And we're giving out really beautiful gifts that are behind me in these boxes, because I want to really celebrate people who are doing the do and are staying paid as and are not falling out, because it's important to do it again and do it again and again, because that's going to bless them massively in our organization. So make sure that you know who to celebrate, and that, I mean, you love your whole team and you're there for your whole team. But the ones that are doing the work and rising up and duplicating in their organizations and putting in the time, those are the ones that get all the fun things, okay? Also, leadership pools and directorship pools are such a big deal. So director level and the executive pools, you can find out all the details about those in your back office under contests and promotions. Excuse me. You can also go to fasttracktoexecutive.com and look at the breakdown of the star bonuses and what comes next. And if someone didn't hit the crystal bonuses, they can still pick up the star bonuses, which is really important. And you really want to move that home and press that in so that people don't feel like they can't hit those, because they can. So you just repeat the process and you bring the next class of leaders in and you rise them up and you do it over and over and over again. It's like the class of 2018, right? The class of 2019. So that's how you want to do it. So I hope that made sense. Let me stop sharing my screen so I can see you guys. I think we have a few more people on the call. Yay. And I'm happy to answer any questions, Trisha, if people want to ask questions, but I hope that helped you. You guys, anyone can help people rank advanced to executive. You just got to do it with them, show them the system, and make it happen.
I love it, Trudy. I think we do have a question by Nikki. Do you have a question? Your hand is raised. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe that was an accident. Trudy, I want to echo, what you said. Like, this is so simple, and it really blows my mind how simple it is. When I look back at our first, even just our first 6 months, but our first year, it was just doing this over and over again. And I don't even know how many times I had somebody at my house, like late at night, just doing calls, like right there in person with them, because we were just running for it. And we had 8 people hit executive that first year. And it was so, so incredible because we wanted it. And we all had really big whys: paying bills, becoming financially free, like not living that stressed life anymore, getting our health back, loving people enough. We just wanted to share this gift. Like our whys were so big, and I'm so grateful for your example, Trudy, and everything you just shared with us. I took mad notes. Guys, like, why are we here? Like, we're here because we want this. We're, sacrificing this hour out of our night because we know we're capable of something more, and that we can do something big. We could leave a really big mark in the world and really, really bless all the lives. It's sorry, I hope this is okay that I'm sharing, Trudy. I'm going to have you close out.
I love that you're sharing this, and I'm looking for something that I want to read to them after you're done, because it's so powerful.
Okay, good. And I'll let you close it out with that, Trudy. Okay. But years ago, I had a moment where it was just a moment of me kind of just speaking to God in my heart, and I kind of just said, if I really choose a career, if I do something, to earn money, like, let me do something that really impacts lives. Like, it's not just a job to earn money, but truly blesses lives. And guys, like, I can't help but just feel like I feel it in my whole body. Like, I'm doing this because it really does impact lives. It changes lives. I can't tell you the number of people on my own personal team that marriages have been saved, children's lives have been saved. Like, it's so much more than just earning an income and losing some weight. Like, this is impactful. And if you want to be a part of something big, a part of something that is a legacy that you can leave behind and be so proud of, like, I'm just telling you, you're in the right place, and it's worth every effort. Like Trudy said, over the next 2 years, like, it is worth every effort to just go into it massively. Don't dip your toe in, don't just kind of like think about it back and forth, turn that faucet on and off. Like, just go for it. Even if it's just a 6-month sprint of giving yourself all in, you're going to get to the end of that 6 months and go, I want more, because helping and doing good is contagious. It's addicting.
It totally is. In fact, I have to tell you, Trisha, you just brought this to my mind when you said that. So we have a girl on our team that I'll just give you this example, because I want you guys to realize when you're on social media and you're on there on purpose and intentional. So I was on Facebook, and I was on this friend of mine's wall, and I saw this video of this girl, and she was just pouring her heart out. And this lady had shared this girl's video. She's pouring her heart out, and she's sharing about how she has been burned by this other company, straight up on Facebook. And I'm like, I got to reach out to this girl, and I got to tell her I'm sorry that this industry did that to her. Like, it was so sad. She was crying and everything. So I messaged her and I said, hey, Courtney, would you be open to a conversation with me? And I didn't know she'd message me back, but I could see in her something. I could see massive potential in her. And she messaged me back, and she said, sure, I'll get on a Zoom call with you. So we got on a Zoom call for 20 minutes. And I just said, listen, I heard your plea. I heard what happened to you, and I'm sorry. Like, no one should ever be treated that way. That's not what this industry is about. But I got to tell you, I heard some other things that you said in your video. You said you're a 41-year-old mom with a 2 and a 3-year-old, and you're exhausted. I said, I can help you physically and financially, and I can help breathe life into you, because the company that I'm with is my forever home, and I can help you have the success here that I've also had. Would you be open hearing about that? And she totally was, you guys. And so her and I are working together, and we're having a great time, and we're helping her build her business. And, I told her, she's been in a lot of companies, and she's never found the it. But this last company that she was with, after she was with the one that burned her, it was just one of those companies. I'll just say it. It was a wine company. Okay. And she was like, A, not making any money, and B, there's no purpose. You can go to Total Wine and buy wine. Okay. Mm-hmm. She's like, I want something with purpose. And she's like, Trudy, I see your passion, and I hear your voice, and I see all the things that you're doing, and I see how you're helping me, and I see the belief you have in me, and I need to get out of my own way. And I was like, yeah, you do, because this is it. This is the real legit deal. And this place has passion and purpose, because when you can help change someone's life from the inside out, people will stay where there's passion and purpose all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to share that with you. Think about looking for people online or on Instagram that you want on your team and pursue them. Pretty cool. I asked her, I said, why did you get on the phone with me? And she goes, because I Googled your name. She said, I couldn't even believe that you reached out to me. And I said, well, you know what? Believe it, because I love you and I'm excited for you. And we're going to make this happen for you in this company because I can help you. Okay, I just have to read this. This is from a billionaire. You know, we all love Mark from Shark Tank. But there's something, Trisha, that you said that I want to point out in here that is so key. He says this. He says, business tips from a billionaire. Okay, number one thing we can all control is effort. Do you guys hear this? We can all control our level of effort. Put in the time to become an expert in whatever you're doing. And in this case, it's Isagenix and changing lives. It will give you an advantage because most people don't do it. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't do it. Most people don't put in the effort. They might look like they're going to, they might say they're going to, they might be a lot of all this, but there are not very many people that actually do the work. It's not money or connections. It's the willingness to outwork and outlearn everyone. Have you guys ever read the book Grit by Angela Duckworth? She went and she did all these studies about why people get involved in something that took them a really long time to get there because they wanted it so bad. Like that one Air Force base, what is it? West something. And they worked so hard to get in there. I think it was West Point. Mm-hmm. And 2 weeks later, they're dropping out. And she's like, what the heck? Because this was like their whole life's mission. And what she found is that it wasn't about anything but effort. They gave up. It wasn't about talent. It was about them putting in the work and doing the work and not giving up. That's huge, you guys. It doesn't matter how many times you have failed. You only have to be right once. Okay? Don't let fear be a roadblock. I mean, you guys dust fear off and kick it in the face and go, because no one but yourself can keep you from your dreams. It's not about dreaming, it's about doing. And I love this because this is back to the effort. This is back to getting it done, doing the work. This is about follow-up. This is about posting. This is about reaching out. I mean, people that post and pray and they're like, nobody's reaching out to me. I don't have any friends. They're not even liking my post. Are you kidding me right now? Reach out to every one of them. Call everyone in your cell phone. How bad do you want this? Don't start a company unless it's an obsession and something you love. I'm telling you what, changing lives gets Trisha and I out of bed every single day because we love it. It totally, down inside of us, it is what rocks our world. It is what gives us purpose, and it means the world to both of us. And treat your customers like they own you, because they do. Your customers are everything to you. Everything to you. I'll close with this example. Today I took my executive assistant and my house fairy to the spa, to the dry bar to get their hair done, and to lunch at the Henry. When we were getting our massages, we went to the Phoenician, which is a very nice resort, and the massages are very expensive, and I wanted them to like have the best. Okay. When I went in to get my massage for the first time in my whole life, I stopped the lady about 15 minutes in because she was so rude. I have never been treated like that in my entire life. Like I was like, I mean, it was crazy. And I went out to the front desk and I just shared that I'd like to speak with the manager. And I talked to the manager and I just told her my experience. I told her what happened. I told her all that. And she was like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. She's like, that is not okay here. And because Nathan and I had gone a few weeks earlier for my birthday and we were treated so well. Mr. and Mrs. Maples, whatever can I get for you? Here's some tea. I'll meet you outside with water. You know, just totally 5-star treatment, right? And that is not what I had this morning. The manager comped my massage and gave me another massage to come back to the spa. And I I was blown away. I said, I'm not looking for handouts. I'm not looking for free things. I just want you to know that I hope she doesn't ever treat anyone like that again. I don't know if something was going on in her life, but she was just not kind. And so I wanted to cry because it took a lot of gumption in me to like tell her my feelings, like let this massage therapist know, like, please, I just want you to go out of the room and I'm going to put my robe on. Like just, and the manager said, I'm really proud of you because I know that was probably really hard for you. And I'm really glad you told us. That is good customer service, because I'm going to I just told all of you, and whoever watches this video is going to know that. And I will be back there a lot because she cared about what I had to say, and she heard my heart, and she was really awesome with me. And so I just want you guys to know that your customers are everything, and serving them is key, and making sure that they are happy, that you are coaching them, that you are loving them, that you are helping them, that you are casting a vision for them, because everyone comes into this business and starts as a customer. And then they move into a business builder, a share, a business builder, and on it goes. And it is our job to make sure that they have a great experience, that we could do the best we can to help them and serve them, because this is a life of service. And when you come into this business, we become a family because you're married to each other, and you have to work through things, and you have to be willing to be open to work through things. And you also have to respect your leadership. That we have some killer leaders on our team, and I respect them greatly. And I link arms with them. They're like my partners. I'm not above them. I'm not over them. They're not under me. We link arms, and we're like together, tight, doing this together. And I respect them greatly. And I ask their opinion about things, and I let them know when things are coming up. So I don't want to book anything on top of when they're booking something. Like, I just think that's so important as you're a leader, as you treat your leaders with respect, because they deserve it. And so that's really, really, really important. So as you're helping your people, give that respect to them, because it's huge, and treat people like you want to be treated. Right, Trisha?
Yes.
Amen, sister.
Amen. Thank you so much, Trudy. Again, I'm going to let you close out here, but guys, thank you so much for joining us. And please look at this as your college. Like, this is the best career you could possibly choose. It is such a gift. And yet there's no like college courses to take. You don't have to go into, major debt learning how to do this. Like, it is right here. It's going to events like NYKO next weekend that we're so excited for. It's these kind of calls. It's the three-way calls with your leader or a side partner or a mentor or whatever it is. That is your education to this incredible, incredible opportunity. So thank you guys for investing your time into it. We love you so much. Trudy, final words, and then I will stop the recording.
Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your kind words in the chat. I really appreciate it. And I just saw that Courtney is on this call, so you guys can all say hi to her. She's beautiful. She's awesome. And I'm so grateful to know her and partner with her. And Trisha, I love you, girlfriend. And I'll do a second call for you any day of the week. So thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. Good night, everybody. Bye. We'll see you guys next weekend.